Olis, my loves, welcome to a video diary of my life in Colombia. The time I spent studying abroad in Cali, Colombia was so beautiful. And this is just a collection of memories from those 5 months, plus a little ode to this like 2.5 hour long konpa mix on SoundCloud that I spent hours and hours listening to while I was there. While I was doing work, while I was washing my hair in the shower, cleaning my apartment, this really was the soundtrack. Cali was just such a great place to be, and our university campus there was so stunning, hence why I did so much sitting and listening to music outside there, and studying just outside on campus. The food in the university cafeteria was also so delicious. Like, the United States of America could never. And some of my favorite food I had in the whole country and throughout my study abroad experience was at the cafeteria. My go-to was called the Mexican bowl at this one cafe, and it had white rice, pinto beans, shredded steak, guac, cheese, salsa, like a couple little tortilla chips. It was so delicious. I think there's a picture of it. I'll find it. And then, oh my gosh, but the other food at the cafeterias was so delicious as well. Just like, I remember the first day I got, and it was just like a basic meal, but just like rice, beans, like, I don't know, like some chicken, plantain. But even just like being able to be at university eating like sweet plantain for lunch was like, wow, life is going great. But yeah, Cali as a city is also just filled with so much art everywhere you turn. But before you learn more about the city, this is an explanation of why the footage I have in this video is so blurry and hard to hear and a bit shaky. But yeah, we'll get into it. Hey everyone. It's been a very trying day because I had class early in the morning. Basically, last night I dropped my phone really bad, and it's been dropped so many times that I just decided that was the last straw and it was time to go. So I took my phone to like the iStore today, and they said that I would just have to get a new phone. So I decided to just buy a cheaper phone for like the last couple weeks that I'm still in Colombia, and then when I get home I can get a new iPhone, which is interesting, but anyways. So I bought my Motorola, but it was just such a trying experience of getting the phone because everything was just taking a while, and I have plans and people waiting on me. And in the store, everything was just like I was just really overstimulated, and there was this alarm that kept going off. And then they gave me the phone, and then the woman like asked if I wanted her to put the SIM card in for me, but I didn't understand her, so I said no. And then she's like, okay, here you go. And I was like, wait, I actually really need help. Like, I want to use this right now. Excuse me. So I had to keep going back to the people. And then the man who was helping me in the end was flirting with me, and he asked for my number, and I was like, bro, like, please, I just need to go home. So yeah, but now I have my new phone. Oh. And I'm waiting for my car to come so I can go meet up with Eli, so we can go celebrate this beautiful day. Also, when I was walking to the mall before I went to get my phone and stuff, I was standing waiting, and this woman like walked, and she's like sitting right there behind me, and I was like, it was this black woman, and she had like a little mini braids, and she was wearing a pink nurse like scrubs, and she was right behind me, and she goes, te quedan muy lindo los luces, ¿sabías? And I was just like, I don't know why. It was such like a weird encounter. I felt like I was in a dream or something. And I was like, am I dreaming? This would be a really insane dream if I was, because I've never had a dream that felt this realistic. Anywho, Being able to easily afford my Motorola phone in Colombia and joke about its poor quality or be teased by people from the US about that was interesting, as it's a really common phone there, while iPhones are much less common because they're just so much more expensive. But I really didn't mind my Motorola. It did everything I needed it to for much less, although it was at times hard to hear people on the phone, like very staticky, which is kind of a basic for a cell phone. But when I got back to the US, I got a new iPhone for my birthday, kind of without thinking. Like, it was like, oh, I couldn't continue using my Motorola. I had to get an iPhone. And it's just interesting how iPhones are such a signifier of class in the US. And it's pretty wild how they're seen by some maybe middle upper classes as necessities, when they also cause so much waste and destruction. And side note, there were so many motorcycles in Cali, and I always had Rosalia's Motomami album stuck in my head, like da, 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 constantly. And when I got my Motorola phone, my friend called me the Motorola Mami. So yeah. Hola, ¿qué más?
Tengo una entrevista,
Oh.
o más como una llamada. Pues sí, entonces vine acá, guitarra, después. Yes.
I had class in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently trying. I have to turn in my senior thesis proposal this weekend.
Oh. Awkward.
Like, what the do I look like a senior to you?
Right.
So now, and I can't access my like school's library because the Duo push thingy is like connected to my old phone. So I need to go home and like switch my SIM card. Everything is just a bit much, but I think I actually figured out what my proposed topic will be.
What will it be?
Okay, I want to talk about, oh my gosh.
Right.
I want to talk about like nation building in Jamaica. Like, I've learned about nation building in Jamaica, like after independence. We're focusing on like the creation of like gender and sexuality in Jamaica. Not me being influenced by Beatriz in our class, but you know,
like, that's
sounds
okay.
interesting.
That does sound interesting.
I'm excited. Good morning or afternoon, everyone. I'm back in my apartment after going out last night, eating my breakfast of rice and beans and my smoothie, which I'm obsessed with. This smoothie, which normally has apple in it, but today I just put kale, pineapple, mango, and lime juice. And it tastes so good. It literally tastes like a lemon lime popsicle. I'm obsessed. But it's my last week in Cali for study abroad. I go home basically Friday night. I leave. So it's pretty calm because my classes are mostly basically all over. I just have a few things I need to wrap up. And yeah, come along for that, I suppose. I'm going to now eat my breakfast and watch The Office. And then go to the pool, I think, even though it's a bit cloudy, but yeah. So, came back from the pool. And now I'm going to make some lunch. Making my zucchini pasta, which I make at least once a week. And it's just zucchini and pasta sauce. But it tastes good. So, pra gente ver. This kitchen smells terrible because the cat is in here. No one is taking it out, and I'm not taking it out either, so. Where do we go from here? Pero bueno. I've chopped my onion. Oh my gosh, I forgot I have garlic as well. Chop my onion up in our preheated pan, you know. And I'm gonna turn the heat on it. It's already yeah. Just realized this is not zucchini. This is cucumber. So, take it plants. I'm realizing I forgot to put oregano and red pepper. So, I guess I can add it after. No say. Food. Now going to watch more of The Office. Oh my gosh, starting season 5 now. Season 4 of The Office is just really a great time. Interested to see what happens next. Obviously I've already watched it, but you know. Cali is a city really known for its nightlife, and specifically salsa as well. There were some great nights I had out in Cali, and some of my favorite parties were the college parties, and it was really cool that there were just always like so many different vibes and types of music going on at the same time on campus. Like this time where my friends and I went out to a party that was hosted by a black student group at Univalle, and it was like a couple different DJs playing like all different types of Afro music. It was so cool. Like funk, Afro beats, like salsa choque, house, like dance hall. There's just so much, and it was a great time. And like we were there for a while and then left, and we're going home and walk into this like huge concert of some type of indigenous Colombian music that this band was playing. There's like a whole crowd of people there, and it was just like, wow, this city is so cool and diverse, and there's always something in store for you around the corner. Tú sabes.
You know?
Fun summer Colombia. Good morning, everyone. It's a very bright and sunny day in Cali, and I'm going to do hopefully my last food shop of the semester. Así que vámonos. Also trying to buy a cute top / souvenir for my friend. We're going mostly need pasta, eggs, fruit. Trying not to buy too much because I need to finish my stuff out in 4 days. I loved being able to eat mangoes and delicious tropical fruits all the time in Cali. It's essentially located on the equator, so a lot of fruits grow kind of year round. And one of my friends and I would always have watermelon dates where one of us would bring a watermelon back from the grocery store, we'd split it, eat it with lime juice. Que rico. It was also just so beautiful to have a grocery store in walking distance in Cali. Like, life was so sweet back then. I tried on the top that I got, which is basically like they sell them like on the side of the street, and they're not supposed to be tops, like for your hair, like little like head sleeves for when you're riding motorcycles, so your hair doesn't get messed up in the helmet. But I thought it would be really cute as like a tube top, and I was correct, but it was extremely difficult to put on because it is in fact made for a head and not to go over a body. But it fits, and I'm actually obsessed. Like, it's so cute. Like, the cutest thing ever. Like, motomami. Like, I'm actually obsessed with this, and I had always seen it with the low-rise jeans, and it's just everything that I wanted and more. I hope I can get it on and off, like, please. Living in Cali was such a pleasure. The mountains and views were stunning. The weather was great. But the people that I met are what really made the trip. My study abroad cohort was pretty small. And Cali is not a very touristy city, so we were really the only, like, foreigners or US people that we knew, and I made great friends there. Wow, wow, wow. Buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Estoy en camino a un friend date con Maya y vamos a konpa y después a ver la película de La Sirenita. So excited. And we ordered. Here we are. We ate. Got to the mall where the movie theater is. Got dessert from Crepes and Waffles because they have so many here and I've never been. Y ahorita estamos corriendo because technically the movie already started, I think. Oh my god! Also, just being away from all of my normal commitments at university and prioritizing life over schoolwork made it just such a healing semester. Like, it was my only semester of uni where I really felt at peace a lot of the time and felt like I had the time and energy to truly look after myself and my own well-being. And that meant I also had so much more love and energy to give to my friends in Cali. And this was honestly transformative because for a long time, I thought that I wasn't a super helpful person, or I just didn't find, like, going out and sharing love and being, like, I guess making myself available to people, like, I felt like it didn't come naturally to me. But when I was actually able to look after myself and have my own needs met, it opened me up so much to, like, helping my friends with their hair, like, cooking for people or with people, and just have, like, more bandwidth to be, like, an active part of other people's support networks and be in community and, like, really give to others and my friends there, which I'm so grateful for because, like, it just really changed how I thought about myself and how I want to live life, and made me realize what I was missing out on before, because now I'm like, okay, so being overworked and busy all the time actually is not great. Fun fact. And there's so much to be gained when I and cared for and looked after by myself. I loved my room here so much. It was such a refuge for me, so peaceful, like the white walls. It looked over the pool that I was also obsessed with in our apartment complex. It was just so great. I loved how I decorated it. I spent so much time in there, again, watching The Office, crocheting, relaxing, sleeping, and I'm so thankful for that room. I think about it a lot. Also, the fact that nuestro programa nos dejó vivir con estudiantes colombianos fue un privilegio de verdad. Los agradezco mucho a nuestros compañeros, embajadores, que nos mostraron un poco de su ciudad. La experiencia no hubiera sido tan bonita sin ustedes. Like, thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you. And that was such a big part of why Cali was so special, because I just know, like, I wouldn't have got to know the city the way I did if it hadn't been for our roommates from there, who were just so welcoming in showing us, you know, their home. Another thing I really appreciated about study abroad was just feeling free to explore myself, and in general, living abroad really is like so freeing, or I found it so freeing, because it just gave me the space to be who I am and explore myself more freely, like being far away from everything, you know, and everyone, you know. There's just less barriers, it felt like, for me to like really be like, who am I right now, and how can I be that more authentically. So in Cali, I went on my first date with a woman. I got acrylics for the first time, and just in general, I felt like I did more things that I had wanted to but didn't, maybe because I felt like I would be judged back home, or felt like people would be like, oh, but that's not what we know you as. And obviously I should still do those things at home, but we gotta start somewhere, you know. Tú sabes. And anywho, I miss Cali. I love Cali so much, and I can't wait to be back soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, chaucito.